Hello, it's Sarah from Hooked on High Vibes. Today I'm going to be talking about spiritual awakenings, dark night of the soul, when things happen in our life that just change everything, and basically discovering the journey, expansion, growth, all that good stuff. So if you want to carry on listening, then carry on watching. So I only just got the idea to record this morning, which is how I record most of my videos, just with intuition or guidance. And I was thinking myself of how my own spiritual awakening or journey has been, however you want to label the awakening, a realization, a change in direction. But I feel that we are all meant to have these on our journeys in life, the moments that make us really stop, think, and kind of reassess where we're going. But it's also it's like deeper than that, because I believe that we're here to grow and expand, and that's why maybe on our journeys we kind of have to have these big spiritual awakenings, which can be labeled as like a dark night of the soul. So something might happen that really, we go to a place where we feel like we've lost our identity, where everything in our life has changed, where our foundations have been pulled out from under us. And I feel like in those moments we get to see like a really raw part of ourselves, and obviously it is hard and challenging, but we get to start to build ourselves on that again. So when all of our foundation comes away, we're left with what is really true to us, what I think it makes us reassess life, it makes us reassess what we want in life, and it makes us grow and expand into even more of ourselves. And I feel like we get those awakenings all through our life. Like I kind of guess when I first got into looking at the mind, body, and soul, and how it's all a whole, and the growth of the whole mind, body, and soul journey, I kind of thought there would be like this one spiritual awakening, and then everything would be fine and dandy, and everything would be sorted. But that hasn't been the case. And so I'd say that my first spiritual awakening was maybe in my teens, or probably early 20s, when my health just kind of just deteriorated and I felt terrible. And in my early 20s, I didn't feel like I was in my early 20s. I didn't have any energy. Just like everything that could have been wrong with my health was wrong, and I didn't know why. And I felt really out of control, and I kind of just felt really hopeless. And yeah, it was a dark night of the soul for me. I just kind of felt like really lost. But in that moment, so many good things came to me, which has built where I am today. I had to take charge of my health. I did it nutritionally, holistically, and started to heal myself, and really started to discover more about the mind, body, and soul. That was my journey there. So I felt like for me that was a massive spiritual awakening, and I've had many on my path since then. So it hasn't just been one time. I think any time that we have a spiritual awakening, it really gets us to get clear on what we want. So I feel like we can go really internal. It can be scary when we have these awakenings, but once we know that nothing will ever be the same again. We don't feel like we used to. We have a totally different perspective on life, and I feel like each time it happens, we're uncovering like more of our true self. So each time it happens, we're letting go of more of the illusion. And I feel like the reason that spiritual awakening can be challenging is because we are being stripped of our identity, which is our ego. And every time the ego is threatened, it's like a death. It's letting go of something that we were holding on to, and we're scared to let go of that because we don't know what the future entails, and uncertainty is uncomfortable. And when everything that you thought you believed in, you realise wasn't actually the truth for you, that can be really hard to face. But that's what I do believe spiritual awakenings are, is these moments where we get to really reassess what is true to us. And I've had one of these experiences recently, and I feel like a lot of people are. I feel like as the vibration is becoming more fast-paced and higher, we're really being raised into seeing our identities and our personalities which aren't true for us, which aren't serving us. They're being stripped away, and that's quite painful. So I think a lot of us are experiencing like a dark night of the soul in that way, so that we can grow and expand even more. But I certainly have had one in the last month or so, I feel, where I don't feel like the same person that I was a month ago. I feel like my perspective on my whole journey has changed, and I feel even more true to myself. And I think for me, I kind of thought, well, is this ever going to stop? When will the spiritual awakening stop? Because when you go through them, they can feel quite tough. But once you're out the other side, you realise why they happened, which is when you feel even more content in yourself and the world, and you feel more at peace, then you know why it happened. But that's what I wanted to kind of bring up, is that awareness around the journey, around discovering yourself, and knowing that it's okay in each step, that you will have these places where you'll be even more awakened to yourself, to your divinity, to your power, to the whole idea that really we are here to expand and grow, and that's how it happens. And so I wanted really just to shine a light really on that for others as well. If you are looking at spiritual awakenings and wondering what it is, if you're experiencing something and you're not even sure that it was a spiritual awakening, if you've had lots of spiritual awakenings and you feel like your journey is never ending, I just kind of wanted to, just to put my opinion out there on awakenings and how they happen, and that we need to be okay and gentle and loving on ourselves when we keep having more spiritual awakenings, and not to think that anything's wrong with that moment when our identity is being stripped away. I feel like it is a very challenging period, but a very beautiful one, and each time it happens, we're just being even more of ourselves, and that's what we're looking for in that place where most people are trying to fill something. What we're really searching for is ourselves and a sense of peace, I believe, and love and contentment, and that comes from the ego being challenged and stripped away, so that you can really get into the answers to all of those things for you. Because I do feel like they're different for everybody, but they are all on the inside, and that is our journey forever, to discover more of ourselves every day and surrendering to that. And it's a spiritual awakening, and you will have many in your lifetimes. So I hope you found this interesting. I hope that it's been something that you needed to hear today. I definitely felt guided to share it and really express what I've been experiencing as well, because I hope that it can help somebody else out there as well understand something, or let go of something, or breathe just a little bit deeper into everything just being okay. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to learn more or see more about mind, body and soul health, then you can subscribe below. I'd love you to comment and interact. I love it when you comment me, and I can share and connect with you. So thank you, have a beautiful day, and I'll be back again soon.